always the same. One day, I used to keep a couple of trained black bar cubs, and one day, returning from a trip, I went to the barn to check on little Mikey. But on the hay, on some collar and his collar and chain, and he was missing. A few drops of blood on the fresh snow let off into the wild. What could have happened to him, I wonder? Scared him enough to break his chain. My first thought was one of them nasty devils, Wolverine. Now, dearies, remember when I told you about some of my life's big mistakes? Well, I made another one here. Carelessness carries a price. I mistook those large tracks in the snow for horses. If I'd read them right, I would have brought my Winchester 30-06 and my 30-40 along with me. But I headed off down the trail looking for little Mikey. Suddenly, I heard a horrible growl and snort. Most folks would have died of heart failure right then. I nearly did. Just above me, a huge brownie reared, ready to charge. Well, there was no time to waste at a time like that. I just leaped behind a leaning tree trunk just in time to have it block the bar, who struck it so hard it bounced back 10 feet. Well, that gave me a mere moment's head start as I dashed to the barn. But when I got to the door, the wooden pin holding it shut was stuck. I frantically pulled and pulled, and I could smell that brownie coming up on me. At the last moment, I yanked open the door, but as I closed it, my fingers and my knee got caught in the door frame just as the full weight of that monster came smashing against the door. I really can't describe the pain. It nearly knocked me out. Couldn't close the barn door from the inside, so I had to hold it shut using my body weight, which, as you folks can see, ain't a whole hell of a lot. That bar, he growled and snarled and howled and snorted outside for I don't know how long. You scared me to death. Finally, after what seemed like forever, the brute left. But I stayed held up, tending to my wounds, listening to the bar thrash his way through the brush. Then I realized I was expecting friends. They'd no doubt run right into that demon. So that gave me the courage I need. I opened that door. I limped and staggered to the house. I grabbed my Winchester 30-40. I placed 6 shells in the chamber. I stashed some extra ammunition for safekeeping. Then I went back to that barn to make sure that door was open, just in case. Now, dearies, my muse, it needs a little feeding. Now, you folks want to hear more of that story now, don't ya? Well, first I need to hear a little more jiggling. Here you go, dearie. Pass it around again. Now, LB, you put your wallet away. You've heard this story dozens of times before. Oh, what's that? Oh, you haven't heard this version? Oh, very well, then. Thank you kindly. Now I headed down that trail looking for that bar. Oh, my hands and knee hurt me badly, but I was thinking of poor Mike, so now I was mad. At the same spot where he nearly got me, I saw him again and our eyes met. He reared ready to charge. My first shot hit him in the front foot, my second in the leg. He dropped to all fours, he wheeled around and he charged me. I landed my third bullet through his neck and my fourth through his jaw. Now, he was no more than 20 feet from me by now, and our eyes met. And we glared at each other one last time. I could see the fear in his eyes as he realized just who he was up against. I fired him again, hitting him in the shoulder, knocking him to the ground. Even with blood spurting from his mouth, he still had one last breath in him. Struggling to rear, he lunged at me, but I landed my 6th and final slug right through his heart. Oh, dearies, I am ashamed to admit it. I sank to the ground, suffering from shock. I don't know how long I've been there when my friends found me and bandaged me up.